I want to get to our guest, Ashok Kumar, who's been standing by. He's the senior tech analyst from Rodman Renshaw for his take on this deal. So it's confirmed Microsoft buying Skype for $8.5 billion. What is going to be key here, Ashok?
No, one, it does significantly enhances the communications portfolio of Microsoft and makes it much more competitive down the line with Google and then the looming competition from Apple's, FaceTime. But Microsoft does have a fairly blotched track record in terms of acquisitions and integration. But I think as the market has shifted away from the legacy Windows business, the hand was forced in this transaction.
I want to talk a little bit about that. As you say, that Microsoft has not had a great history with trying to integrate these transactions. I mean, what can Microsoft add to Skype that is finally going to make this company turn around and make a profit?
One, what it does do is it definitely enhances their enterprise portfolio. It also improves the relationships with carriers, and all of this is targeted towards enhancing the utility of their mobile OS, the recent relationship with Nokia notwithstanding. So again, Microsoft is increasingly scrambling to be more relevant in this post-PC era, and this is a key asset for them to, in that direction.
Right, it's the mobile operating system, right? I mean, that's what this is about in many ways, right?
Absolutely, the whole voice over IP transition, and I think this is a key asset to make Microsoft's communication platform more relevant.
Ashok, I know you addressed some of that with where Microsoft can kind of place Skype, in its own portfolio of operations or businesses, but Skype has tried to make money, right, through the consumer market, and I think they've also tried, charging for premium services just to get their margins up. I mean, how exactly, if you can get through the details, how exactly could Skype start to turn a profit, even outside of integrating into some of Microsoft operations, but Skype itself to make money?
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I think in terms of published or disclosed numbers, $860 million in revenues and $7 million in net operating losses, and less than 10% of the 145 million user base are paid users. So on a standalone basis, I think it'll still be difficult for Microsoft to profitably manage this transaction. But I think as a part of a portfolio of service offerings, potentially they can justify this transaction price, which is 30 times EBITDA, in excess of by any measure.
Where does this leave Google exactly, Ashok?
Yeah, I don't think it's an existential threat for Google, because I think they have the requisite IP to continue to enhance their voice or the communication platform. And Apple, of course, will roll out their FaceTime shortly, and Facebook will continue to be relevant. So I think it's Microsoft, show me at this point, right? I think again, as the guest indicated, the track record here is less than enviable.
Right. Ashok, thank you, the senior tech analyst at Rodman Renshaw.